Hello there, friends of the internet. My name is Jero, and this is Dialogues with Jero. I am with Muyu Kamau, a law student, a lover of life, somebody that wants to have... when this lady reached out to me when I was on a train to... where was I going? I was in Norway going somewhere, Lillehammer.
No, let's restart.
Lillehammer. And she's like, Jagger, I want to be on your podcast.
Oh, please.
And she said, and I asked her, what do you want to say on my podcast? And she told me I've got a lot to say.
Wow, Jagger.
You know, and we had a conversation. And by the way, the reason why I'm saying that, a lot of people are asking where I go you from. This,
who cares to know?
This lady that is this interesting 20-year-old.
It's interesting the what?
She's a lawyer.
It's interesting the what?
Yeah. Interesting is the word. We just want to talk about life. She's asking me questions. I'm asking her questions. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Let me ask you this one. What's better? A guy asking your cell number or a guy giving his number and saying, I had a good time with you and I would like to message, call, see you again. Here's my number. Text me if you like.
But that's a question to a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why would I be the one?
But it can go both ways.
No.
I mean, men.
No, women don't do that shit. Women are cowards. In terms of dating, let's not pretend that women are gonna do that kind of thing.
They do.
They won't.
They will.
No, which one?
So which one would I prefer?
Yeah.
I think a guy asking.
Two?
For my cell number, as opposed to me a guy giving his number and saying, I had a good time with you, I would like a message, call, see you again, here's my number, text me if you like.
Yeah, but that's what all women do.
What do they all do?
They say what you wanted, what
really?
you said, yeah.
Yeah, a guy asking for the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better. First of all, these cards are really good.
Yeah, they are good. We could do them. We do them usually on the weekends. If you're free tomorrow, you can come.
Wow.
Yeah.
The quality is phenomenal too.
Yeah. The quality of print?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Beautiful.
Good job with this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Tell me about your virgin journey.
Deep end. Let me start with the questions. Introduce yourself to Dialogues with Jagero.
What do you mean?
We only know you as Odor Jagero, but are those your names?
Those are my names.
Okay.
Jagero is my witch name.
Yeah. I remember this conversation with you.
Yeah, Jagero is my witch name. Did I tell you on camera or out of the camera?
Off camera.
Off camera, yeah. Jagero is my witch name. Jagero is actually the name of my grandfather.
Yeah.
My grandfather was named Okelo Jagero. The father to my grandfather was an inheritor.
Okay.
When the guy that married my grandfather's mother died, and then the mother got an inheritor. In Luo culture, we inherit wives. And it's a very good culture. Yeah, inheritance is a very good culture.
Inheriting wives?
Yes, it's a very good culture.
As objects or what? You're inheriting them because they're what?
Can I explain to you what inheritance actually means, apart from the noise? Can we separate inheritance from the noise?
What's the noise?
The noise is that it does not favor women, that women are treated as objects when their husbands die. That is, nothing can be further from the truth.
Okay.
When a man dies and leaves a family behind, the Luo culture wants to get a protector for the household. This man will act as the shadow of the man that has died. His job is to take care of the children that have been left behind. His job is to take care of the property and the wealth that has been left behind. If cattle has been left behind, women do not go looking after cattle. The kids may be underage and therefore cannot take care of the cattle. The woman would have been left with the land to till. with the way they were tilling land, they were using oxen. Is that the word? To till the land. The woman would not be able to handle the oxen. So a man would be needed to help do this for the woman. The woman would need somebody to fuck with. Okay? And this man would be in those shoes.
Okay.
All right? And the woman would look for this man by herself and then be approved by the elders.
Right.
The reason why elders were approving of this was because they imagined that the woman would be blinded, quote unquote, with love. But how about this man? Is this man able to take care of cattle? Is he able to take care of these kids? Is he able to be a protector? Does he have so many wives that he's inheriting?
Yeah.
So that in a given night or in a given month, he will only be here twice. You get? So that was the reason for inheritance. So that is how it's separated from the noise that people say that a man, people would lord over this woman, and then this woman would be given a man that will take care of her whether she likes it or not. That is not the Luo culture. Right. That is the culture of the internet.
But can we drop the inheritance, the word inheritance?
It does not, we don't need to drop it.
We do.
No.
We do.
No.
What's the connotation? If I'm going to
if you are going to give a word a new meaning, you can't crucify the word.
What's the meaning of inheritance? Dictionary meaning of inheritance.
To inherit is to take over. Yeah. And
so this man is coming to take over the
and in Luo the word is Jero. Jero means fitting in a shoe, fitting in something.
Right.
You see? So I don't know whether it was lost in translation, perhaps. You know. So the closest word is inheritance. Inheriting that woman. And most of the time...
Inheriting that woman.
Yeah.
A problem.
No, it's not a problem.
It's a problem for me.
To be inherited.
Yes, because I'm not something you can objectify in terms of you can inherit me. You can't. You can't inherit a human being. You are
applying law jargon to the matter, which is very unfair.
We are going by dictionary meaning. What did you define inheritance as?
Taking? That is what the Luo. That is the closest translation to the word Jero.
But my issue is.
So your issue is maybe you should have another word.
Perhaps not
for it. So anyway, I was telling you the story.
Yeah, because women are not objects to be inherited. You cannot inherit a human. You can pass down responsibility, or you can transfer responsibility to perhaps another man.
As somebody who has gone to school, just apply the word properly.
No.
Don't fight the word. Just fight the application of the word.
No.
I hope that you're enjoying this program. Over the last 15 years, I have been working online for clients in America, in Europe, and all over the world. And that is why it pains me a lot when I see a lot of African brothers and sisters saying that they do not have a job. Now, this is the problem. A lot of people are trying to look for a job in 2024 in their own town, in their own country, in their local area. Now, the truth is, there are no jobs in Africa, at least not so many jobs. The good news is that we have internet these days. We have a tablet, we have a computer, we have a phone, and that means that we can do a lot of jobs, and those jobs are online. That is why over the last 4 years I've been writing a book that is called Digital Goldmine. It is a book that explains to you how you can earn money online. The 18 hustles that I've chosen are basically for Africans, because what happens when you are doing online jobs is that payment is usually a problem. So these 18 side hustles that I have put together in this book, you can be paid very well and very conveniently. Okay, so the book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. That is about $10. You can buy it in Kenya using paybill number. You can buy it online from anywhere in the world using a credit or a debit card. All the information about this book is in the description below. And if you have a brother, you have a wife, you have a husband, you have a friend who is sitting at home and watching Netflix, please do buy this book for them. If you are the one sitting at home and watching Netflix and have nothing to do, please buy this book and your life is gonna change forever. Because I have been doing this online and I've been traveling and I've been enjoying myself and having a lot of fun. So thank you very much, and now back to programming. Anyway, I was telling you a story that so when the father of the mother of my grandfather.
Which is your great grandmother?
Yes. Mm-hmm. The wife, the husband died, and the husband was called Jero.
Oh, right.
Okay. So when she was inherited, she decided to name the child she got with inheritor the husband that died. You understand? Mm. So you have a husband, and then he dies.
I get married.
Then
my child is after the late husband.
At the late husband. So that is how that happened. So that was my that is the Jagero. So there are two Jageros, Jagero Senior and then Jagero Junior. My great grandmother lost Jagero again.
Really?
Yes, and got another man.
And called them Jagero.
And with this man, he begot, I believe, Alo. You know? So that is how the name Jagero is. So Duor means midnight. Somebody that is born in the middle of the night. They name you after Duor. I don't know. I'm one of the family members that was never born in the hospital. I was born at home. I think our last one was also born at home. Oh. I think, my mother and my father called me Ken. As, you have to be given an English name. Yeah. My father was baptized Anthony Martins. So Anthony Martins Okelo, the father. So if I were taking a name, I took one of my father's names, Anthony. So that's how I'm called Ken Anthony. Ken Oduor Anthony. So Anthony is my father's name.
Yeah.
Again. So then that is how some people know me as Koa, because I put it in. Yeah. Some people call me Koa. You've heard Rick's calling me Koa. Yeah. So Koa is basically Ken Oduor Anthony.
Yeah.
That is my name. I was born in the village, along the shores of River Nyando.
Oh no.
No.
I mean, not oh no, but oh wow. Not every day we have someone born at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you were born in Pumwani?
No.
Where were you born?
Just here in Nairobi Hospital.
Nairobi Hospital.
Just here. I've been in Nairobi my whole life. You? When did you leave?
The village. I left the village properly around 2004.
Really?
Yeah. You were not born.
I was.
You were born in 2002.
And
4. Yeah?
Yeah.
In 2004.
Yeah.
So then you can be my daughter.
No, I can't be your daughter.
Yeah, I was old enough to fuck and have a child, right?
How old were you then?
1982 to 2002. That was?
2004.
Yeah, that is?
That's 22.
22 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's a grown man.
Yeah. So if I fucked early like Lubanga, then I would...
Yeah, you would pass.
I would pass as your father, right?
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
No, it's not.
It is unbelievable. You were actually born in 2002.
2004.
You did not, you want to tell me that you did not know, you did not see Moi Kibaki holding that sword? Oh my God.
In all honesty, I wish I was born actually like in 2006.
Yeah. It's amazing that you did not see Kibaki.
I saw Kibaki. He was there in 2010.
You did not. When did Kibaki die? When did Kibaki die?
Kibaki died recently.
When? But he was not in the limelight. He was
president.
He died as a president?
No, Kibaki was president up until 2013.
In 2013, that would make you 9 years.
Yeah. I was a grown.
If I asked my daughter about about Ruto, he wouldn't know him properly.
Expose her.
To who? To Ruto?
To just news in general.
Well, I think.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that you were really that young.
I'm still young. So
right now you're 20 years. And you're a grown woman. You look like a grown woman. You know, the way used to get married at 18.
Oh my goodness, I know.
18. Like this is the right time to get married, and yeah.
But no way, no fucking way.
What is so difficult about getting married? It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing for sure. Just not now.
Just not now.
No, I can't.
Don't wait. Don't wait too long.
I won't wait too long.
By the way, if you want to have children, don't wait too long. Don't let education overtake.
And I'm such an education girl. Like I love.
Yeah, but I think that. By the way, I think you'll freeze your eggs. Tell me about it.
If it gets to a place where I'm like, no, shit, there's no husband in the picture, and I want children, I'll freeze them.
Have you ever thought why at some point women can't find husbands?
Can I let me demystify?
Okay.
I don't think there's at any point where women can't find husbands. No, you can find a husband, you can find a wife at any point of your life. Of course, after the legal age of consent. Anything below that is inappropriate and they should be jailed.
Have you heard that women above 35 struggle to find husbands? Have you heard?
A struggle to find husbands, or struggle to have people to have? Really?
Yeah, they struggle. Because men like biscuits.
What's a biscuit? Again, this the language you use to refer to women. No. It's not really.
Let me tell you, I'm a student of literature. You must, and you are a lawyer, for crying out loud. The languages are very. You know, one of the things that you guys are having is that you guys are sitting too tight.
But we don't speak about men as biscuits, do we? Do we?
How is that my problem?
No.
Let me ask you. Let me tell you.
Not on this table.
Let me tell you. Okay, let me take out that language first, and then I tell you, and then I tell you. So, literature,
metaphors.
Yeah. Yes, metaphors. You know, so biscuit is crunchy. You know, young. You know, sweet. So it's not like calling women biscuits. Surely, why would I call women biscuits?
What makes them?
Why would I call women biscuits? Because then you are making me look bad that I'm calling women biscuits. I'm not calling women biscuits. Okay. As somebody who has gone to school, you should be able. And you went to school in the city. Listen. Why don't you?
The shade.
So anyway, it just means young.
Young.
You know.
They want younger people. Younger women.
Younger women, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So then they struggle. A lot of my friends struggle, those that are 40 years old, 36 years old. And for
women?
Me, to find because they are also very mature, and now picking becomes very difficult.
Real?
Yeah. You can't just pick any man. You have to look at you have to look
any
at
any age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But I also think that marriage is overrated.
Real.
Yeah.
I think so too.
It's very overrated. And I wouldn't tell somebody get married. But you see, we were talking about what you want.
Yeah.
So if you want it.
Did you want to get married?
I think the way I was brought up, there were other privileges that I could only get in marriage.
Okay.
Like having sex.
Yeah.
I was brought up a Christian.
Yeah.
And my body was,
a temple of the Holy Spirit.
A temple of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
I was hot most of the time. And I knew that for me to get something, I would have to get married. So probably I got married because of the things that...
you couldn't enjoy when you were not married.
Yeah. So especially if you're a young man and you're getting horny every morning, and you're a Christian, and having sex before marriage is a sin.
Fornication.
It's fornication. So you look forward to it. And the only route to you having that is through marriage. I cannot say that I was looking forward to having a family.
Okay.
I don't think so. As a matter of fact, it's very clouded for me, what I really, really, really wanted.
Are you happy now with that you have a family?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Never been happy. I think it is very rewarding to be in a family that adds rather than subtracts. Me and my wife, we have been friends. And I think I have seen other marriages and I'm like, oh shit, this is really bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I would be married if I was having problems with my marriage. No, I wouldn't. I am one guy that doesn't stay where there is trouble. And I smell it very fast, and I'm not afraid.
What are these problems?
Like, I would think that if I am constantly having trouble with a person that is very close to me, as a wife, I would not stay with them. I would leave. I would really, really, really leave, because I tend to cut off relationships when they're not very good to me. So I think right now I am very happy with the person. I always say I would marry her again.
That's so nice. Say it again for her. Like, look in the camera and say, I would marry you again. Really?
You look like you can be a very manipulative woman.
Why?
Telling me to say things to the camera.
Say it again.
No way. I'm not. This camera is not for my wife. This camera is for my audience.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I am happy. I want to keep my marriage very, very lean.
Right.
Yeah, not have a lot of children. I think having lots of children doesn't serve you well.
I have a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Not necessarily controversial. I was listening to this couple. I won't mention them because they are on the limelight. And it was on Lynn Googie's channel. And if I say the title, I'm sure people will know. But whatever, it's on the internet. So the title was, Your Marriage is More Important Than Your Children. And I agree to I do agree to a certain extent, but I don't think it's cutthroat. I don't think it's a final or like a finality that your marriage necessarily might precede your children. But my issue now was at a point the lady was saying how she had come from work and she was super exhausted. And this was in the earlier years of marriage. She was extremely tired and the husband was already home. So she was expected to come, cook for the husband and serve the husband. And in the midst of that conversation, the husband asked the wife, so you're not cooking? And she snapped. Obviously, she's tired. She's had a long day. And she was saying how she's gotten home so late, exhausted as hell. And she thinks to herself in the kitchen, I should go and apologize to my husband and do this and do that. I asked myself, are we being brainwashed again? We are trying to move away from the world or like the things that patriarchy has taught us, which is to bow down to the man. And it's so ingrained in us such that it happens unconsciously, because her words were, the Spirit of God told me to go and apologize to this man.
For what?
For snapping.
But you started this story by talking about children.
Yeah.
Are you still going there?
Yeah. And this person has children at this place, and for her, the marriage is extremely important. So she's so focused, perhaps, on let's build our marriage. Let's make sure our marriage is working and it's flourishing. But we have children. But I think, as a man and as a woman, you're grown, and there's no further, perhaps, socialization to expect at that place. But you're having a generation that you're raising. And at the place where we're neglecting these children to say that my marriage precedes these children, and we see what we're, showing. Perhaps I don't know, I want to say it's religion, but it's teaching. The woman has become, it's now we're going backwards as opposed to making the steps forward, where it's so ingrained in the woman that, shit, I was late from work, I'm so tired, I've probably had a really long day, my husband have come, he was on the couch, but I'm still going to get into the kitchen. You have children who, are seeing these examples of that. And assuming this woman has boys or has girls, regardless, you move away from setting an example of what a balance should be, where women and men we're different, but at the same time, there's no one who's above the other.
What I don't understand is, what do they mean when they say that
the marriage
and the children? I don't understand why the children are not supposed to be important, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I'm asking myself, at the place where you've gotten, because it varies. I can get married and we can get married and we decide to be child-free. We don't want children. So at that place, my priority is my marriage entirely. But the place where we're getting married with the hope of having children or with the intention of having children, let's work on the marriage. But the marriage, because it's made up of two grown-ups, adults, might not necessarily need as much work into
the question is very confusing for me, because I'm just wondering specifically how, for example, if we're supposed to have sex this evening and the child is sick, we don't take the child to the hospital, or what does it exactly mean?
That's exactly what I'm saying. We had a trip, perhaps we had planned a vacation for next week, but my child is graduating next week. So because my marriage is more important, so do we not attend the child's graduation or what?
That's very interesting.
But again, people do whatever sails their boat. What I will say is, don't neglect your marriage, but you cannot say that perhaps the marriage might be more important. What are you willing to give?
What is a marriage then, if children are not included?
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Because if you're saying that the marriage, because I'm assuming that by marriage they actually mean the two of them.
Yeah.
But then for me, a marriage would be...
For me, the marriage is the two. The man and the woman.
Yeah. But once children are involved, then it still continues to be the marriage.
It continues to be the marriage, but at the point where it comes down to the children, it's now a unit. So I get why you need to work on the marriage for it to be solid and to, have a good example to the children watching and everything.
I think those issues crop up because you're having too many children that you can't take care of. Because if you're having so many of them and you can't take care of them, you have to choose.
Yeah, you have to, because one has to give.
Yeah. So I think the idea is that when the Bible says that go ye and fill the world, I don't think they are asking one person to go do the whole job. Yeah.
I don't know. Marriage for me is very weird.
Yeah.
I see a very different... Every day I see marriage in a different way. I see the ones who are super crazy in love. They would literally drown in their love. And I see the marriage of people who are just tolerating each other, or like there's just too much to lose to get out, even if we decide to, get out of the relationship. And the other one, I see a really good partnership. Like these people were meant to be in terms of husband and wife.
I don't think the idea of meant to be is nonsense.
Oh, really? Do you believe in soulmates?
No.
Really? Me too. I don't believe in soulmates.
How about if they die? What happens to the other person that you bring into this one?
You've never met your soulmate, maybe.
Me, I've only been married for 10 years. I can't speak.
You can't say only. That's a huge...
But I also feel like people really marry people that they knew from the very beginning that is going to be problematic.
Yeah, because there's no problem you'll find in marriage that you weren't expecting.
They could crop up, I think. I think they could crop up.
You think someone can pretend for the 5
Not
years
pretending.
you were dating?
People change.
Yeah.
Situations change. Factors come in. For example, if you marry a man that was well-to-do, and suddenly they
shit happens.
Yes, and they lose their what made them so attractive, quote unquote.
In your eyes.
Yeah, you see, he's no longer able to take you to places. He's no longer able to do this and that. Or you marry a woman that was really beautiful, like Muyu here. Okay, and then she gets children. She becomes chubby. She doesn't take care of herself. She's no longer the beautiful one that we are seeing. She has children. She's neglected you. She's no longer thinking about you. She's thinking about her children. No, the man is like, shit, now I need another Muyu. So I think those are the things that happen. But I also think that there are people who get women from bars and they want them to stop drinking when they get into marriage.
Which is crazy.
Or you get a man from a bar
and you expect
and he loves football, and suddenly, until now you're married, don't watch football.
You can't change someone.
What is your preferred person that you want to marry? What kind of a man do you want to marry?
Physically? In terms of their physique?
No. Anything. They have to have money?
Of course they have to have money. They definitely have to have money. Money is a healer. Money takes care of a lot of things. So money is
a lot of it, or just enough to go by?
No. Money gives you... Money, can it buy happiness? I think it buys security.
To an extent.
Yeah. So money is important. By the grace of God, I've not exactly grown up, like disadvantaged. So I'm really scared of... I don't know if I would be able to survive.
Just wait kidogo hapo nje.
I don't know if I'd be able to survive a life where money is the problem. But at the same time, I'm not dependent on a man for money. I'm not saying I don't need you to be super rich or like flowing with money and everything, but there needs to be some stability. Like I said, I'm not going to depend on a man for money. That would never be me. It will never be me. If anything, I want to make so much more than my husband makes. An ambitious person. I mean ambitious because I think if you don't have a vision in life or something you're looking forward to or a goal, you've lost it from the beginning, because there's nothing that's motivating you. There's no desire to be a better self for yourself or, for your partner or for the people around you. I need someone who is extremely, I think, kind. Kind is the word. Kind, most especially to me, because me, I'll just say it means sipendi kushautiwa. And don't shout at me, I don't get shouted at. So I don't want someone to yell at me. I don't want someone to make, an embarrassment of me or the relationship of himself in public or in whatever setting. Someone who's reliable, who's dependable, just someone who's a great partner in general, And of course, someone who's smart. Previously, I used to say I want someone who, not previously, just very recently, someone who's very like faith or a spiritual person, like a God-fearing person. But I'm really getting disappointed with these God-fearing people. So I ask myself, are they being brainwashed? What are they being taught? Where is the respect for women? Where is, they speak about submission and things like that. But, submission is as a result of leadership. It just comes. And I don't know what is going on with these God-fearing men or people who perhaps call themselves maybe the Christians. I don't know. I just think I need someone who is grounded in something. But for me, it would be God. I don't really need someone who's going to church every Sunday. It would be amazing if you do. But like that aspect of spirituality and faith, and someone who's open-minded to having conversations, someone who's not so strict on, it's either you're Catholic, you're Anglican, you're Presbyterian, you're Pentecostal, and that's all. Someone who's very open-minded. We can have conversations about anything and everything. I like to have deep conversations, so I don't want a shallow pillow talk. For me, I don't want pillow talk to be like, oh my God, your eyes are so like, they light up when you turn or whatever. I want something that definitely brings value to my life. And of course, he needs to look good, because I look good. We need to look good together, and my children need to look good.
What are they finding in you?
Men.
Yeah, of all the things that you've said you want, What are they finding in you?
Everything.
Stop bullshitting me,
I'm
Muyu.
not bullshitting you.
What are they finding in you?
Everything.
The
only thing is that I've heard from like the people that I have been with, like talking to, dating or whatever, they just say I'm not too submissive.
You are?
I'm not too submissive.
Well, you're a student of law.
Yeah. How many times will we go there?
You cannot take 10 minutes talking about the kind of man you want.
Can I tell you?
And I ask you, what are they finding in you? And you can't say shit.
Everything.
What is everything?
Out of the list, if I've given you 50, they're 50. Let me tell you. Let me list them.
Yes.
We'll start with what I started with. I think money. Like I said, I'm not going to depend on a man for money. That's never going to be me. I'll have my own, and I'll never need to ask you for anything. If you're giving me, it's a bonus, which is, good. And I'm able to, if it's a committed relationship, not even a committed relationship.
You just go ahead and list those things. Don't say but.
Okay, fine. Money is, I can take care of myself. Or I can sustain my lifestyle. I'm very hardworking, and I'm very ambitious. I think I have a friend who's much older than me, and she keeps telling me just how she's never met someone like me in terms of the ambition that I have. In fact, when I was in high school and we were graduating high school, they introduced me as the ambitious Muyu. So I know I'm very hardworking and I'm very ambitious. I know that I'm a go-getter. Like if I have my idea on something, I don't back down until I have it. I put in the work. I'm very soft.
Okay.
But I put in the work. like in whatever things that I decide to do. What else did I say? I'm spiritual. I do believe in God. I am Christian. I have been, born and raised, baptized in the Presbyterian Church. And I'm still Presbyterian. It's not like I'm not there anymore, but I'm open to, I've visited plenty of other churches, so I'm not hell-bent on one of them. And I'm open to having an understanding of every other thing that, speaks to spirituality. What else did I say?
Are you kind?
Very.
What does kindness mean to you?
Kindness is, let me tell you, I don't know if it's perhaps because I'm also an empath, but, or maybe because I'm very emotional, but as long as if someone speaks their pain, I feel their pain as if it's mine. And where I can, I do my best to help out, like to mitigate the situation. I like to say hi to this. In fact, I'm friends with like the security men at my place, like the estate. I can sit there the whole day and we'll talk. Or if it's not even talking, as long as I pass, I'll say hi. If it's even like the house help or whatever, I just like to make people around me feel loved or accepted. There's no judgment. You can come to me with anything, because I don't consider myself a judgmental person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And would you like take care of the man? Like, yeah.
Oh, let me just finish on the kindness. I don't know, maybe it's my kindergarten or something. The magic words were really put in our brain, like extremely. So as long as something is done, I'll always find myself saying thank you or saying please, or sometimes it's unconscious, but I'm glad that it is the way that it is. Yeah. Ask your question again.
Would you take care of your husband? What did you do for him?
What would I do for my husband?
Yeah.
So, speaking for myself,
yes,
I would love to take care or pamper my husband. Of course, if he's also playing his part, not as in...
What about but?
No,
I told you...
If he's playing his part, if he's a zero, I'll also...
We are assuming that all those factors... Yes.
I want to cook for my husband.
Okay.
To bring him breakfast in bed. What else? I'm not going to wash his clothes, but the machine will wash.
There's a machine.
Yeah.
There's a machine.
I'll do his laundry. What else do men like to... I'll organize like boys' night in the house if I have someone who likes to play. What else?
That's really cool, Muyu. I hope
I want to.
That is really good.
And in return, I want him to open the doors for me.
Okay.
Things like that. And every other thing. Like I want to cook for him. I feel like it really would bring so much satisfaction, even just to put a plate, even if I'm not the one who cooked it, just to serve and just like, here's your food. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm such a lover girl.
Yeah,
I love love.
You're lighting up so well.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 stars in your eyes right now.
You can
thinking
tell.
about that imaginary man.
Whoever will have me.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. That's a bold statement.
They have
That's a very bold statement.
And I can say it again.
Yeah?
With no fear of contradiction.
Okay. What did you want to ask me again?
So, I want to go back a little.
Okay.
About school.
Please do, yeah.
Tell me about school.
Schooling, my sister was making fun of me last week when I was home. When our friend came over to see her, that, you remember Ken? This is the one that used to cry when we are going to school every day. So, yeah, school was, let's say, 5-6 kilometers away from home, and we were going on foot every day. And all I remember about it was very tough and very cruel.
This were your earlier years in school?
Yeah, class 1. We never went to nursery.
Okay.
We just started from class 1.
Really?
Yeah, I never went to nursery. I think
no.
I just started in class 1. It was very tough. There was a lot of caning.
Really?
Yes. And then after class, I think we started going back to in the afternoon to school after class what? Maybe 4, 5? I don't remember properly. So the bell would ring, and then we will go back to the house.
Yeah.
And then eat, and then travel back. So about 10 kilometers back and forth. And I think one of the reasons why my sister was saying that I used to cry a lot is that they would be really fast when going back home for lunch. Like imagine adults rushing back home for lunch and you on tour. It's very distressing. I think that's why I cried a lot. And then after that, we changed school, and it was now even further away. I think it was about just around a kilometer more or thereabout.
Yeah.
So the first school was called Nyalonya Primary School. You know, my place is called Nyakach.
Do you remember your principal?
Principal? Head teacher, you mean? Hardly.
Okay. You don't have a good memory of your school years?
I have memory, but not memory of... I remember some teachers. Like my class 1 teacher was my uncle's wife. Yeah, Mrs. Obondo.
Yeah, so I mean...
So those ones I remember. Then after primary school, I went to a village secondary school, Olamba Boys. Yeah, and again I had to walk to that place, which was now really far, like double the distance. Walking back. That one was the cruelest. Is that a word?
Most cruel.
That's not a word.
Cruelest? No, I don't think so. Just say most cruel.
Yeah, most cruel, yeah? Then I finished.
Yeah.
And left for Nairobi to come and do mass communication and journalism. To meet life.
How excited were you?
No.
Trepidation.
What is that the word? I was very anxious.
Oh, really?
I was very anxious because it was very bleak. Like my father had died. My mother, who was a housewife, was sickly. And here I was coming to college with no money. So I arrived in the city without any money.
How did you survive?
Then my mother died 5 months into my college.
So they didn't get to see you to the end?
No.
To the end?
No.
No.
Yeah. So Kalenjin took care of me throughout my education. I say exactly Kalenjin because of tribalism in this country.
Real.
So when I came here, I thought that my Luo relatives would take care of me.
They didn't.
They did not. So another person from another tribe took care of me all the way to the last day of my education.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on persevering.
And I started life. I went to Rwanda for 1 year to research my first book.
Oh, wow.
The Ghost of 1894.
Really?
I stayed there. I've been a man of faith. I walk by faith.
And not by sight.
No. I would not have come to Nairobi. definitely I would not have gone to Rwanda.
That's
true. You know, and that is why I was telling a gentleman here last week that when people discredit Christ and discredit faith, it is very easy to do so.
Very.
But then for me, it's a real experience. It's very real, yeah, because coming to Nairobi was a huge...
Why do you think it's Christ?
Because I got born again in 1998.
Okay.
And then after that, I started walking in faith.
Okay.
Faith is the substance of things unseen, right? That's what they say.
Yes, things unseen and things hoped for?
Yeah, things hoped for. That's how I did. That's what I did. Every time I wanted to embark on something, I would pray and ask God to lead me. And that is how I have done everything in my life. You know?
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people see me now don't think that I look so much of a Christian. I've just grown into somebody that believes that every other thing is part of life. Whether it is spicy, such as sex, we have to talk about it even though we are Christians. We have to talk about everything that affects human beings.
Why do we alienate those things as Christians?
Like Christians don't want to talk about sex.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about money openly. They don't want to talk about just real life stuff. We want to be superficial. We want to speak about the things that are almost not in that are not part of human experiences, in quotes.
It depends on our Christianity and how we were taught.
Yeah.
I was taught as a Christian that I'm not supposed to be wearing shorts. I'm not supposed to be walking around with a staff in my hand, like a staff Elia Moses. Women were not supposed to plait their hair. Women were not supposed to put mascara on their eyebrows. They were
on their eyelashes?
Yes, eyelashes, yeah.
You're learning.
They were not supposed to have lipstick on. They were not supposed to have anything on their nails. They were not supposed to have short skirts.
And I love.
They were not supposed to have cleavages.
But we have the breasts.
You see them through the cloth. Those things are very problematic. And I think as a good Christian, you need to use your head.
Can I ask you something from a Christian? Christian to Christian.
Christian to Christian. Fair enough.
I really want to get a tattoo.
A tattoo?
Yeah.
My wife has lots of them.
Really?
Yeah. She wants to get one from here to here.
Wow. I want to see it.
Even when she was in South Africa, I think 2 months ago, she came back with a tattoo on her legs.
And you were shocked?
No.
Okay.
I was not shocked. You want to get a tattoo? Go ahead and get a tattoo.
Do you think I'll be sent to hell on the day of judgment?
I don't think God is like that. I don't think God is that petty, man.
You don't think so?
No.
Speaking of petty, there's a question here to the girls. Why are you all so pretty and petty?
Do you understand the question? Yeah. Yeah, women are pretty and petty.
You think so?
Yeah, I find women very petty, and very shallow.
Take that back.
You want us to be real?
No, you take that back.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Do you know the meaning of shallow? What I mean by shallow? I don't mean like they don't think.
There's nothing.
No. That's not what I mean. No.
You lack depth to you. What you see is all that I have.
You see, Muyu, there's a huge problem when you keep telling people to take things back. If somebody says something that is stupid, can you be open-minded and say, I want to learn more about that? Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying?
Why is the person saying that stupid thing, saying that thing?
But you can ask out of respect.
Yes. So now,
no way.
So you can ask me.
Tell me why.
So you
why
can ask. You can ask me. You can ask me. What does shallowness mean to you? You get?
You should write your own dictionary and have your own definitions.
That's one of the questions there.
I want to hear your answer.
That's one of the questions there for clarity. That's one of the questions somebody's asking. That why are women shallow? And when they were asked, so this question is from Reddit. And then a woman asked, "What do you mean shallow?" Then he says that the things they talk about, like very little small things, like my nails, like you know, like my like the ring, like this. What are they called? Pimples. That's what he meant. That's what he meant. He didn't mean that women can't think for themselves.
No, you're trying to say that the conversations we have are shallow. You're saying the conversations that we have are shallow.
Yes, that's
so where do conversations stem from? Thought.
Yeah. So then
Do you subscribe to that thought process?
That women are shallow? No, I think there are several women that are.
You would have left it at no.
So you sasa wewe ukiniuliza swali unataka tu niongeze niseme yes.
Say no.
Kama ingekuwa yes ingekuwa shida.
I would have walked away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how my life was.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your life up until now?
How? Explain before.
1 being I hate my life. 10 being I've had a really good experience at life.
I've had really good experience at life.
Really?
I've had a really, really good experience. I have... do you know the way you say that you have... I have surpassed my expectation.
I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, I've surpassed... Because looking at my life... You know, I was telling somebody the other day, somebody was asking me about my sister.
Yeah.
And was asking me, does your sister love Norway? As a place where she stays right now.
Yeah.
And I gave her a TED talk on the same. That the way my sister has grown is that Norway is heaven. Based on me, I saw my sister and how she was struggling in Kisumu.
Really?
Yeah, and her journey to
where she is.
Yeah, is unbelievable journey. The other day, I was looking at the pictures of her children, the 3 triplets. She got triplets the other day.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And
right after the birth, I'm tying my tubes. Triplets?
Yeah. They're really rowdy. Extremely rowdy. They're in the village at my place. They're in the village at my place.
Why? They've come to visit?
They came to visit Kenya, yes.
How old are they?
A year. Coming to a year.
How is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's struggling.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, she's really struggling. They almost killed her, as a matter of fact. Because she gave birth to them at 45. They almost literally killed her. They had to be removed early.
Yeah.
And she had to stay in the hospital for a month after that. Because they completely wrecked her.
3 is crazy.
Yeah.
You just need 1 to take you out.
Yes. So it was hard. So my life has been...
Cheers to women.
I have...
Let's cheers to women.
Okay, cheers to women. Women are good.
Women are the bone of your existence.
Women are really, really good.
Yeah.
Women make life really good.
They do.
But they can really fuck up your life. They can really fuck up your life. If you're not careful.
So you're married?
Yeah.
For 10 years?
10 years.
One child among how many? You have 1 child? Okay.
What do you mean by that? Among how many?
No, I thought maybe.
I have some outside.
Yeah.
I never slept with women outside.
Okay.
No.
So you're sure?
No, I never slept with any woman before marriage.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, I guess.
I could say so because I think that is what has made me such a coward.
Can I tell you what? It's not a coward. You know, the thing is, how I view it is the self-control that you have when you're in your single years to not have the sex in your single years with people, either you're in a relationship with or just casual sex, is the same self-control that you're going to need when you get into marriage. Because you're committed to having sex with one person for the rest of the time that you'll have together.
Yeah.
So you need, I think there was a reason, perhaps it was created in that way, to cultivate that self-control.
I think for me, just that is that it has given me, I feel like when you are going about life, there is a lot of drawing of comparisons.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had a woman that was riding me so hard, so well.
Then you say, my wife, you should have done it like one boy.
Yeah. So imagine getting into marriage and
with
you have got a body count of 30. And then you're now being tied to Muyu who doesn't know shit about sex.
Right? But you learn together. Anyway, is your wife a social media person?
How? What do you mean?
Like, does she like this media? Like, does she post?
Yes, she does on Instagram, but not a lot like me. Not a lot like me. She's a bit reserved. She will just talk about boring stuff.
Okay, so she's reserved.
She's very reserved.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think very shy of social media.
I want to ask you a question. Assuming she was not so reserved, or shy, or she was just somebody who, maybe lived life to the fullest, in quotes. If she posts sexy pictures on social media, the bikinis, the cleavage, etc., how would you feel knowing some guys, including people might use them for their solo time?
Wanking with them.
How would you feel?
You see, I think for me to answer that question, I have to have some proper background on why women always post pictures of that nature on social media. Because I have never understood why women like showing flesh on social media.
Okay.
Because I had somebody calling them thirst traps.
Oh.
And if you are thirst trapping, then to what end? And if you are married, why are you thirst trapping? What is the reason why you are doing that? So probably I could ask her why she's doing that. Yeah. And a good answer would suffice. That I just want to feel good about my body.
Yeah. Which is fine.
So you see, that's an explanation.
Yeah. Because sometimes you just want to feel good.
I am somebody who is very
open-minded,
very, very ratchet online. In the sense that I talk a lot online. Yeah. And my wife has not had a problem with it. As a matter of fact, sometimes people even text screenshots and send to her.
Yes, I'm jobless. I find that such low behavior.
Yeah, so I'm the first person to give grace and to offer understanding.
Yeah.
I think so, because a lot of people have tried to understand me,
but they can't.
Yeah, but they have decided that, well, I don't understand, so let it be, rather than taking steps after misunderstanding.
True.
So I think that is really, really important. And like I said, that it is very difficult to understand women sometimes.
I have something to say on that. Most of the time, men also post shirtless or in in what? In underwear.
Yeah.
Right? And no one stops to think like this is a thirst trap. They're just posting a picture. Sometimes, or let's say for most times, but because as a society, we sexualize women so much, such that when you see a lady posting a picture in a bikini, your first thought is this is a thirst trap. And me, I'm posting the picture because I look hot and I just want to post it. So when you find yourself as a person looking at a picture online and you're thinking, the first thought in your mind is, how the hell could someone post a picture like this? I think the problem is with you as the viewer and not with the person sharing that content. Because you've just looked at this woman, you've sexualized her, and that's why you think it's inappropriate. Because a man would post a picture in an underwear or in, in shirtless, and nobody's going to say this is a thirst trap. So it's built against women again.
Yeah, I believe there are women who do not
Because let me ask you something. If your daughter posts a picture like that, you're not going to think this is a thirst trap.
Yes.
You're not going to. But who do you like in the media? Whoever. That's a lady. And
Betty Charlo.
Right. Oh, really? You have a crush on her?
She looks good, but not these days.
Okay. If she posts a picture in a bikini, your first thought might be, shit, this might be a thirst trap.
Yeah.
But even if your daughter was 20, 25, in her prime, you're never going to have that thought unless you're sick.
Yeah.
But you won't have that thought.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a problem with how society is built. And we need to demystify those things and deconstruct those things.
Do you post thirst traps?
Don't call them thirst traps.
Okay. Do you?
No, but I don't post.
Why?
And I'm not even a social media.
Why don't you post
Why don't
cleavage? Yes.
Because when I was younger, I used to be told someone is going to take my pictures, they're going to undress them, and it will be my nakedness. It will be nude pictures of me all over the internet because of Photoshop. So I got the fear.
Somebody actually told you that?
Yeah, so many people.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So I've always felt, this is scary. This is not my waters.
Yeah, but you should post more.
I should?
Yeah.
You see how I have such a small account?
Yeah, your account is really nothing.
People just come and request, and I'm just like, But I'm opening up. I think I have a friend of mine who spoke to me the other day. We had a very deep conversation, and she was telling me, just because of what my mind is, I feel like I'm being selfish with the world, not sharing my thoughts, and I need to open that up. And the best way to do that is through social media.
Or writing a blog.
Yeah, what do you think?
You should write a blog.
You think so?
You
a blog is still a thing.
What do you mean it's not still a thing?
Blog.
Yeah.
People still read blogs.
What is your type of blog?
Oh, me, I'll talk about women and how I hate men every day.
No, you hate men.
No, I'm joking. I don't hate men.
Do you have a problem with men?
Yes.
What's your problem with men?
They don't appreciate women. They don't respect women. They don't view women as human beings. But even if they view women as human beings, they see them as a lesser being. So I'm always above you, and as a woman, you're always below me. That's my problem.
Aren't you the person that said that you're going to be serving your husband and putting? But you did not say that you should not. You did not have that wish that the man will bring you food on bed.
No, he can. But if he's performing his duties.
I also think that it is high time women also started really not allowing themselves to be sexualized.
Yes, can I tell you one of the things? We can start from where? This massage parlors. Okay. Please, guys. Someone should explain, because
Why are you giving me laughter?
massage, but it's a very beautiful woman that's being used as the bait.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I was passing by somewhere, and I saw this massage parlor, and I decided to look it up. Oh,
What do you mean by looking it up?
just like I googled it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a brothel, and it said the massages have happy endings, and they shared their pictures, full on nudity.
No,
Yes,
you are lying.
I'm not. I'll
Kenyan?
share with you. Yes,
That's terrible.
I was shocked for like a day,
What
because
else,
I thought maybe
what else
those
did you want
things,
to ask me?
those things would be, hidden, but they're out there. But please stop sexualizing. You have a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The moment you perhaps notice some things in the people who are around her, she has friends who are boys, she has, do your best to guard her. Because in as much as we're trying to teach the boys and change the narrative, we can't ignore the fact that, men are the predators.
Which other question do you have for me?
Tell me
before we-
about your life moving forward.
Which one?
Where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years? 20?
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Having a studio in the village.
Really? In the village?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Having a studio in the village. Living in the village. Having a DWJ.
Yeah.
It's DWJ. Dialogues with Jero is part of Raw Footage Productions. I started a company called Raw Footage Productions, and Dialogues with Jagero is just going to be one segment of what Raw Footage Production is going to do.
Amazing.
The idea is to have several shows that talk on issues.
Yeah. Congratulations and all the best with that.
Yeah, I told you that I need you to get me money.
I'll get you money.
When?
I don't even have the money.
You have some rich aunties, those Kikuyu rich aunties that have no husbands.
Can I tell you what? All my aunties are married.
That's a shame.
All of them. All of them.
So you don't have any rich Kikuyu auntie
I don't have rich aunties.
that can give me 10 million?
Just 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Only.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You
Yeah.
said you've never worked a 9 to 5,
No.
8 to 5.
No, I've never.
You've done online jobs.
Yes, I have.
How did you find yourself there? Did you try looking for jobs? You couldn't get jobs?
Yeah, I did mass communication and journalism. And mass
Yeah.
communication and journalism can be it's a very niched down kind of,
Right.
yeah. So and people have always been many journalists and mass communication
Yeah.
professionals. So I think in my head, we were like, you have to have a degree, you have to know people. And so I did not try. I was having inferiority complex around it.
Yeah.
And so I just did not try and decided to do my own things. I wanted to be Swalem Doi. I wanted to be like, Nimrod Tabu.
But this is where you belong. This is where you belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing that I have turned full circle to do my own journalism, my own way,
Yeah.
my own freaking way.
Yeah.
It's working for me.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with it. I want to travel. I'm going to Uganda.
Hey,
I'm going to Uganda in November.
you're always traveling. Take
Go-
me to Uganda. I've been watching Kampala Cream on Showmax. Oh no, they haven't. It's not even on Showmax, so it's fine. They haven't sponsored this video. I've been watching Kampala Cream. So I want to go to Kampala.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite cities. It's one of my favorite cities.
Why?
Because of the organic nature of the people, because of the laughter, because of the food, because of the people. But I don't like the place for what it is. It's very dusty. The roads are terrible.
Yeah.
There are so many tuk-tuk, boda-bodas, kila mahali. But I still love it. And I always look forward to going to Kampala.
That's amazing.
I want to go and have discussions with some people there.
Take me with you.
I can't take you. We can discuss the logistics out of the internet of the podcast.
Kampala would be great for me.
Yeah?
I even considered moving to Kampala. Yeah.
So we finished the interview?
But are we done?
Yeah, you finished the question you wanted to ask me.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything else I wanted to ask you?
No. Thank you very much, people of the internet. This was me and Muyu Kamau. What is your
Follow me on Instagram.
you have nothing there to be followed. Create content, don't create shit. Leave her alone.
Oh my God.
What is your other Kikuyu name?
I don't have another Kikuyu name.
You just have Muyu.
Yeah.
What does Muyu mean?
Born of wealth.
Born of wealth.
How befitting. How befitting.
Until another episode. Bye for now.